All right, well, good morning, everyone. Thomas Montgomery here. We get together most weekday mornings at 8 o'clock Central to talk about strategies, techniques, share success stories, and support each of you. We invite all attendees. You might be a current client or a prospective client, someone that's looking for funding to start or grow a business, and we can certainly help you with that. And or you might be a current or prospective distribution partner, someone that is looking to earn a great income by helping others improve their financial literacy and access capital. So regardless of which category you fit in, welcome. We have made a decision to put a significant financial commitment into better helping our branches. So I'm going to introduce it, and soon we'll have demonstrations of how this will work. But let's do our introduction now. So the concept, quite simply, is stated is we're going to provide each of you, each of our branches, a free landing page. Now, is a landing page necessary to be successful? No, it's not. But is it convenient? Is it a great way to have a central point to drive your prospects to, and then use automation to drip to them with more information so they become more knowledgeable of what you and I do, how we can help them and drive them into enrollment? It absolutely is. So when we talk about a landing page, it is both a place to drive your prospects to, and that it triggers a continuum of drip marketing steps to help drive them to enrollment. But we'll get to that in a moment. I just want to describe, when we talk about landing page, it's not just a place where they put in their information. It is the front end of a powerful marketing machine. So we have hired a new marketing manager. She does not start until April, which is okay, which isn't too far off. So we have a chance between now and April, the beginning of April, to find out which of you, who of you, I should say, want a free landing page and start putting that together. So the who is us, and there is no cost to you, direct or indirect. There's no hidden cost. What we want to do is help you reach a higher level of profitability. As I mentioned, you don't have to have a landing page. You don't have to have a website to be successful as a branch office. However, it is a best practice and it helps. Some of you have the acumen to develop your own. Some of you don't. And so regardless of if you have one or not, this will be available to you. So again, it's more than just a basic page. It's the front end of a drip marketing continuum, which our marketing manager is going to be developing and managing. So it really will allow you to automate your sales process and increase income, but reduce work on your part. So what is it that you'll get? So no cost to you. So again, we're absorbing this. This is a further commitment above and beyond that we're making to you, our branch offices, because we absolutely want every branch office to generate 6 figures a month, meaning at least 100,000 a month, including in April. That's our clear goal. So every one of you who is a current branch office owner, if you'll accept that as your goal, we're going to do more to help you reach that goal. So Bernard, we want your branch out of Vegas to make at least 100,000 in April. Charles, Christina, Doug, Eric, Ernestina, we have a large number. We want all of you to generate at least 100,000, and this can be an important piece towards accomplishing that. So let's go through some of the key features, and again, we'll have a demo to show you soon, but not yet. So it will be just a simple one page. We're not creating a multi-page website. We want somewhere for you to drive your prospects to that will collect a core amount of information and then allow the system to start drip marketing to them. So I guess that's pretty clear. Once your prospect submits their information, it's going to send a text to them for them to opt in to further text communication. So it's going to be using SMS. It'll be fully legally compliant, of course. So this isn't where you'll be able to just take a list of a bunch of people and just start rapidly putting them into your landing page, because we have to have their permission to communicate with them. So as they put in their information on your landing page, it'll immediately send them a text for them to opt in to further communication. Make sense? So it's not a good practice for us to set this up for you and you just go type in 100 people's names and say, oh, I'm sure they're interested, because those 100 people in that example are going to receive a text to opt in. And if they're not expecting that, that could leave a very negative impression. So the landing page is for you to drive your prospects to. They really need to put their information in. Now, could you be on the phone with them and do it for them? Yes, but in general, they should put it in, because they're involved now in learning more about how to get funding to start or grow a business. It will be personalized. So it's not going to frankly look anything like this. This is busy. It's not going to look like this. It's going to be much more direct, but it will have your information. So for example, it'll have your phone number on it, not our phone number. So our marketing manager will send to you kind of a form where we collect basic information about what you want on there. Also, what's really awesome is I'm being told that we can actually link your enrollment agreement. So once the prospect has gone to your landing page, they've put in usually their first name, last name, email, and phone number. It'll send them the confirmation text, which I mentioned a moment ago. And then it'll have a drip sequence that is being built out. It's not finished yet, but that can include your enrollment agreement. So what do I mean by that? As a branch, you have your own agreement that you use with each of your clients, right? Because it's a white label, private label model. So as long as you have your agreement set up in Adobe or DocuSign, whatever you prefer, that doesn't matter. So as long as you have your agreement set up and you have a link, then we can integrate that link into this process. So you would have to give us that link if it makes sense. Jeanette is asking, is it a free landing page for branches only? Well, I don't know what exactly you mean by that, Jeanette. So I believe most of you are what we call branch managers, whether you like the label or not. That's probably the best description. You've enrolled in the Opportunity Fund. You've signed up. Now it's our job to train and support you and provide you the tools. And it's your job to go do three things if you're a branch: generate leads, educate leads, enroll leads. Those are the three things that you do. So I'm not sure why this would be relevant for anyone that's not in that role, but maybe Jeanette, you could let me know what you're thinking there. As I disclosed earlier, this system is focused on text interactions, not emails. Well, why is that important? Well, studies have shown that text communication receives more response and will frankly have more enrollments. Now, we can't go out and text people without their permission. So to have a legal compliant system, which this is / will be, as I mentioned before, once the prospect has gone to your landing page, it'll immediately send them a text and they'll have to respond that they want to opt in to further communication. To the extent possible, this will meet, I think, a lot of the needs that several of you have in terms of trying to have a less labor-intensive process. I don't feel that I can honestly say that a lot of your prospects won't want to talk to you or talk to someone on your team, but this will automate it as much as possible. And then if you have a link for Calendly, for example, or whatever scheduling software, that could be built in as well. So that's what you get. Now, I've got a few of you asking, including Mike and others, where you develop your own landing pages. And so, sure, you can build your own landing page on Facebook or elsewhere. That's fine. Obviously, what is it that needs to be on the landing page? Well, I think these bullets are a good description of what they get. I think having an interactive video, well, I don't know why I called it interactive, but I think an on-demand video that describes to them, because a lot of people don't like to read. So if I play this, it's muted. So, what this is the 4-phase PowerPoint presentation. I really like it because I think it does a good job of describing what the client gets and the process and how they get value right away. So, Mike, yeah, let us know what assistance you need in setting up your own landing page. But essentially, if you're integrating this and/or this along with your agreement, I think you've got it covered. Now, Mike's doing his in Facebook, and I'm not an expert in Facebook. Mike, will your landing page in Facebook have automation to it? So once they've opted in, that they're going to receive automatic touches? Because any of us that have been in business development for a while, we know that the main reason that many business development professionals are not successful is they lack the follow-up. It typically takes 5 to 7 touches before someone engages, right? So they need multiple exposures. I think weak business developers will touch someone once, and then if the prospect doesn't enroll, they don't have an automated system to follow up with them. And so you enroll a very small number of people, whereby if you would have continued to touch them, provide them more information over time, not be pushy, educate them, then you'd have a much greater enrollment. So our system will build that in for free. Obviously, for those of you that have your own competency to build your own, that's fine. But key information is for the prospect to understand what we do. I believe that is accomplished with these bullets and/or this video that you can literally export out and use. Let's see. Here we go. Hit this and then share, and it gives you the link. So then you could integrate that link wherever you want. And it's on demand and ready to go for you. Hopefully, it's going to start with a commercial. Unfortunately. All right, so let's get back over to our agenda. Okay. So what do you need to do to get this free promotion, right? There's performance. It's not money-based. We're not asking you to pay anything. We're going to absorb the cost of hiring the marketing manager. We're going to absorb the cost of the labor and cost of running this for you. Not going to cost you a penny. Not now, not later. Doesn't reduce your comp. Very clean. Great deal for you. So how do you get it? So we're looking to support our active partners. So you'll need, if you want this free one, you'll need to enroll at least one paying client between now, today. For those of you on live, today is March 26th. For those of you listening to a recording, it's still, this promotion starts on March 26th and by the end of March. So in other words, before April 1st. So the promotion is enroll at least one paying client into the startup funding package between now and the end of March, and then you qualify. Now, who could that person be? You could enroll yourself, and that's not what I'm pitching for you to do, but theoretically, you could enroll yourself, you could enroll someone else. Let's say you come back and say, oh my gosh, that's not going to work. I need this landing page to enroll people. I don't have anyone to enroll. I don't have any leads. I'm hopeless. Well, if that's the case, then you can use our client placement program, which we've educated on previously. What that is you pay $250. It's not a lead. You're not buying a lead. You're buying a client. So literally, it's a contracted client that we transfer to you. So it's a newly contracted client, transfers to you. Now it's your branch's client. They pay you. You get paid. So that's kind of a safety net. So who has questions on the requirements to get the free landing page? Because this is not something that we promised to do when you enrolled. This is something above and beyond that we're willing to do for you for free to help you make more money and be more successful, to educate more people, to enroll more people. But we can't invest this much money for those of you that are bumps on the log. And no offense, but some of you have enrolled as a branch and you're not generating results. So you got to bring at least one client on between now and the end of the month. There was a big debate last night. A lot of people wanted this to be 2, but we were able to negotiate and get it to 1. So how many of you would like a free landing page for your branch? If you could go ahead and respond into the Q&A, the question and answer box of Zoom. It's like a chat box. Yes or no. I'm not going to hurt our feelings, but just interested in feedback. So Bernard, is this something that you would be interested in, or do you not really need it, which I respect? You've been around a while. Charles, is this something that would benefit you? Christina, you and I talk on a regular basis. Is this something that would benefit you? Doug, a number of you are responding now. Mike, you're doing something on Facebook, so this doesn't have to compete with that, but is this something that would benefit you? Just looking for a gauge if there's a level of interest. I believe that it would help. Again, it's more than just a page to drive people to. It's going to be the front end of an automation of a drip system. So I think it'll be great. All right, and so any of you who are not yet a branch, I guess this is an extra perk. So if you're not yet a distribution partner, you'd come here to chapmanloanprogram.org. In the red, you can get signed up, and then we can work with you to get your first client enrolled this week, which generates money for you. Then you would qualify. So I guess there's a question from 2 of you, why haven't we done this before? Well, it's a big commitment, right? It of time and of money, and we really needed to bring someone in to manage this, so we've done that. Well, they haven't started yet, but we've extended a job offer and they've accepted, so they will be started in April. And so we needed the manpower, and we've had the money to do it, but because it's personalized, it's not automated. There are some systems that we could have gone out and invested in, and everyone would have received a link, but it wouldn't have been personalized to them. And that's really what we need to have. We need it to have your information. So what can you do to prepare for this? Enroll a client this month, right? Enroll a client this month. But also make sure that you're able to provide us your enrollment agreement. So you'd want to get set up in Adobe, DocuSign, what have you, whereby there's a link because we're going to need to be able to build that link into your drip campaign. Make sense? So it's on your landing page. So what we want is for your prospects to enroll whenever they're ready, but if they're not ready, then they continue to get touches over time. So then they can enroll once they're ready. Because again, we know a lot of folks are going to need 5 to 7 touches. We'll take care of all the content, not a penny of cost to you. But you need to bring on at least one client. So for all of you that said yes, can you bring on a new paying client between now and the end of the month? So Christina, can you bring on a new client? It can be yourself, it can be someone else, or worst case scenario, you can buy a client. Not buy a lead, but buy a client. If anyone doesn't understand what I mean by the client placement program, let me know, but we've trained on that before. So that is where we're at. Questions, comments, concerns on the free landing page promotion. I know that many of you would like to see an example of that, and that's all coming together. I'm just giving you the heads up so you can focus on what you can be doing while we're building the infrastructure with no cost to you, no strings attached. Just we want to offer this to our active partners, and we're going to define active as at least one paying client between now and the end of the month. Questions, comments, concerns on that? We'll have a demo here soon, and so of course that helps, but the concept is quite simple. Mike needs some help, so yes, Mike, I can reach out to you. All right, so with that being said, we'll see you back tomorrow morning. Let's focus on obviously enrolling clients, right? Because there's 3 things that you do as a branch. You generate leads one way or the other. We've had trainings on that, and you can see ways. Let's move this over. You know, if leads are a problem, then watch this training and watch this training. This will help you resolve leads. So the first thing that all of you should be doing is generating leads one way or the other. Second thing we need to do is be educating leads. And we had some great discussions on how to best educate leads. And that is probably done with the 4 phase. And then once you have a lead and you've educated them, we need to enroll them. We need to enroll them so they are a client. And if you need help with that, I can help you. But if you've not gone through these 5 modules, I encourage you to do so. All right. Thanks, everyone. See you back tomorrow morning. Have a great day. Bye.